guys, Tune Me Up here, and I have a fun short little video for you guys today. So I want to make a video of do's and don'ts for high school, because last year I graduated and there are many things that I wish I would have done and wouldn't have done. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing is, I am one who, I like to be in the yearbook, whether it's just for sports or just something. I just love trying to find myself in the yearbook. This year that didn't happen. I was in 3 photos. One was my senior photo, and I was in 2 other photos because I was in the sport. And part of that is because the yearbook was poorly designed. But with being in the yearbook, have a friend or 2. Take photos, because at least the schools that I went to, they asked the students, hey, send in some photos. So if you're in some group photos, that's good. Another thing is Spirit Week. I know all schools should have them, and I'm pretty sure they do. Just up for Spirit Weeks, because I know at my schools quick pause. The reason why I'm saying schools is I know that I went to 2 high schools, and I remember them doing that in my middle school. So elementary, I don't remember them taking photos. So but yeah, just up for Spirit Week. It's really fun to do, and in some schools we sort of gotta break a few rules. Like at the high school I graduated, you weren't allowed to wear hats at school, but a theme was Western or like cowboy, cowgirl, and if you're wearing a cowboy, cowgirl hat, you didn't have to take it off. So you sort of get to be in a loophole with the rules, and it dressing up is fun. Higher chance of getting a photo taken for you, so definitely dress up for Spirit Week. Then find yourself a friend group. Well, not necessarily a group, just be a friend or find a friend, go do stuff. Because yes, I know that there's people who are alright with being loners. I'm one of those people. I prefer to just sit alone at lunch. But it's still nice to have a friend to talk to, not have your parents pressure you on making friends. Someone you could just text or play video games with. It's nice to just have someone. Also with friends, be on your teacher's good side. There has been so many times I feel like if I wasn't on my teacher's good side, I wouldn't have certain things. If I needed just a tad bit more time on an assignment, or was late, or just was having I don't know, just I feel for just being on your teacher's good side is really good. And with that, do the work. You can do the bare minimum. I know for my parents, they just wanted me to pass. That's all they wanted. They didn't want straight A's or anything. They just wanted me to pass, which I did. I mean, I did start off with F's because yeah, I just did. I'm a really heavy procrastinator, so that's part of the reason. Another reason is because of the subject. But if you don't do your work, then you're for surely getting F's. So even though it's late, just pass I'm sorry to rat my brother out, but there's a chance he might not graduate with his class because he didn't do assignments. So, for surely do your work. Another do. Go to school events. I mean, like, go to, like, the major football games. Like, I know at my first high school I went to, the very first game, that was, like, the highlight of the season. Then, like, the last ones, the, like, playoff. So, like, go to a few high school football games. They are really fun to be at. I know that at my second high school I went to, every now and again they would have fireworks. And I think that's like my second high school. They're one of the exceptions, but it's fun, the energy. It's just fun going to high school games. Another thing to do, join a sport or club. That's another way to get into the yearbook, is by joining something. I know that in my first high school, I was in GSA, or I'm pretty sure that's what they called it. It was just basically an LGBTQ community club after school, and I don't know if, I'm pretty sure I was in the yearbook for that one. I don't know, because I didn't get a yearbook that year when I was in the club. I really wished I had, though. But yeah, definitely join a club. I was also in an anime club. I mean, I couldn't always go because it was in the morning. But yeah, I was in a few clubs, and I loved being in clubs. And also being in a sports. So I was part of Color Guard. If you don't know what Color Guard is, I basically throw a 6-foot metal pole with a flag attached to it. So yeah, join a sport if you're like athletic, or like join a sport, or do band, choir, do a play. I did all 3 years of my middle school. I did a play. I mean, no, I wasn't in lead role, but I was in a play, and it was fun. Like, just be involved with your school is basically what I'm saying. And now for the don'ts, because I feel like I've done a lot of do's. Okay, what are some don'ts? Don't vandalize the bathrooms. The boys only had one bathroom open to them because the others were getting vandalized. Other don'ts. Don't make teachers be mad at you, because I had a few teachers that didn't like certain students, and you could tell. I mean, I didn't like a few students either. I was like, what else can I do? They're in my class. So yeah. Oh, another do. I totally just remembered this. Make sure you have off period. If your school allows it, make sure you have an off period. And off periods are beautiful to have. Doesn't matter what time, whatever. Just have an off period. If you have missing work, do it then. If you have to make up a test, go in during your off period. Off periods are so underrated. I know my junior year of high school, the year after COVID, we were doing the block schedule, like when we were in class for we had like 4 or 5 classes a day, and each class was like an hour and a half. I had 2 off periods, so I got to leave school at 12-ish because I just had off periods. There's no reason for me to stay. Another thing too is be in some fun classes. I know I mean, my first high school had some pretty awesome classes. We had to take swimming. That was a requirement at that school, which I got the very last period of the day, so I didn't have to suffer and just have wet hair through the day, so yeah. But like, culinary, I loved my culinary teacher, and culinary was just a fun class to take. Art too, like, I'm an artsy person. I loved taking that. I did, what was the name of that class? It was video something, like a video editing class. And it was easy for me because at the time, I was doing YouTube and already knew how to do a lot of stuff. If you actually go and watch this video, that was an assignment we had to do. And it's like, we got to do a run through of everyone, and mine was really good compared to the others. I mean, I was actually surprised on how well some other kids did. But yeah, definitely get some fun classes and have off periods. I loved having off periods and having classes. I loved doing, this has to just be things to do in high school because I can't really think of don'ts. This video is just going to be things to do in high school because I can't think of any don'ts. Are there any more do's I can think of? I will say one thing you do is, with certain assignments, if you can just one up, like really impress your teacher and just take an extra mile to do a few things, then do it. I know in my mythology class I took my last semester of high school, we had to make a postcard. And she just said, hey, you could just find a Google image and just write something on the back of it. No. I made a full-on postcard. Like, yes, I found a Google image, but I found a frame to go around it. Then on the back, I found like around the same framing. And I just took it a step I just took it a bit further and did a little extra work. No, I don't think I got anything extra for it, but if you can do something more, do it. What else can you do? Wow. Yes, I know. Your other owner isn't here. Yes, Cat. I'm here. Do you want my attention? No, you do not. Okay, attend school events. I think I already said that, but like, go to prom and homecoming. I didn't go my freshman year, and I sort of regret it. The reason why I didn't go was because we were having this big family reunion, and it was also my baby brother's birthday. I mean, I could have missed it, and everything would have been alright, and I kind of wish that I had, because I sort of regret not going to my freshman prom, or not freshman prom, my freshman homecoming. And also go to events with people, because it's sort of awkward if you go by yourself. I had to suffer through that one year. And for prom, if you are friends with an upperclassman and you're a lower one, make them take you as your friend date. If you're not in a relationship, make them take you as a friend date. Another thing, it's like, do stupid things for like stupid things to do for like asking people out. Like for Valentine's, I really wanted my brother to ask his friend out, like right on a big sign that says, "Will you be my friend in time?" And it's just be involved with your school, get off periods, get classes you like, be involved with your school, join a club, or make a club. I wanted to make a club and I procrastinated on doing that. Join a sport maybe, do a play. Find yourself a friend or two, or join a friend group. Be on your teacher's good side. I feel like there's so much more I need to say, but that's all I can think of right now. So, if you guys have any do's or don'ts that you think people should do, comment them. Because I would also love to see what your guys' opinion was. Because, yeah. See ya.